Hi, you guys. Wow, I had to keep pushing the time up and up and up, and you'll see why. Welcome in, everybody. Let me open up my Diet Coke. I am so sorry that I kept not canceling, rescheduling, but the information that I'm going to be showing you just didn't stop coming in, and I want to
why.
wait a second. I want to make sure that I cover it all. After I don't know, I don't even know if it was last night's. I don't remember. After the last live I was on here, I've really been spending the rest of the time listening and writing and grabbing information and trying to make sense of it all. It took till now. I have sent things in already, so that's done. Hi guys, I would like to send my prayers out to the families and friends that are dealing with the horrific tragedy that happened in Idaho at the school. Really threw me off my game. It really did. I couldn't watch. That's why one of the reasons I was pushing up. I watched the live press conference, and watching them speak was just heart-wrenching. Just heart-wrenching. Welcome in, and yeah, let's get it going. Welcome in. Hi, Judy and Muffin Top. You got those wrenches and you're ready to go. Welcome. Welcome. So, why does it say only Judy and Muffin Top are here? Pit Mom, when I have so many people here. It's weird, right? Do I have it on wrench only? I don't know. Analytics, let me see. Let's see here. Maybe no one wants anyone to know that they're in here. I don't know. But I only see you guys. I'm going to get started. Hi, Lisa. Yeah. Oh, I see a little differently now. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. I don't know what's wrong. Yep, we're ready to rock. I wanted to start with this one photo. Welcome in. Before I do start, welcome in subscribers. New subscribers would be wonderful. My members, new members would be great too. Welcome to WCIA Network. And everything I do and say here falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. I only am here for the children, and to help them get their story told so they could get justice. That's what I do. I just channel through information, and I've learned that I needed to grab photos, and these photos speak to me, and then they show themselves. It's a very, very crazy time right now with the Summer Wells missing children. There's two things going on. They're very irritated. Again, I feel like they're holding their breath because really, Michael Vaughn, for those that have been following me, I see him, I always have, and this is going to be my truth if it ever gets solved, said that they're together, the same people, the same teams, It's the same. Whatever happened to Monkey, Michael Vaughn is parallel and is a Summer Moon Wells missing child. I've said from the beginning, you find one, you find the other. I'm changing that to saying you crack this one open, you'll find them all. I think that this Michael Vaughn's case, if taken to the top level and people want to listen and hear what's happening, this Sarah and Stacy could potentially crack the whole thing open, wide open. I see this Sarah as a definitely part of it, but she's a very sad soul, and this is what she truly 110% believes in. And this is her world. It's been built around her. It was around her before she even had a choice to be involved or not to be involved. So if she chooses to tell the story, what I would be looking for is twofold. One, the story that I have been telling and channeling here for the children. I want affirmation that I got it right so the children could get justice. And two, I think it would be a very interesting book if, in fact, I believe that it's going to be lots of children, very big. I would like to hear the insides of someone's brain that can do this, thinking that she's doing the work for Jesus. And I'm not here to, I don't even know much about her, but this is what it is. I'm not here to at all tell someone that's ridiculous or something. This is her true inner belief, you guys, very full-heartedly. So me being a healer at heart and a spirit light worker, I see her as broken. Like I see her as, let's say that this comes true and all of this information is true and this is what goes on. I think it would be very interesting, just like LORIVALLOW. It's like I'm comparing her to LORIVALLOW. Like what I think that the world would want to know what that is like inside that thought process, where they really do believe they're innocent because Jesus told them to do it. So I'm not here to put anyone down or judge anybody, that's for sure. Hey, I sit here and speak to dead people, like, okay. But my body won't let me go in any other direction other than really embracing all the stories around the death. Like I want to hear it. Because I think don't take this any way. At any way do I think, obviously, I think this is horrible and all of that. But I think that there's just so much hatred and so much bad going on. These 4 kids were just killed at a university. I think that instead of being angry and screaming and showing hatred, I think it's really best off to listen to that person as if they just didn't know any better. They just are different from the other people that think that is extremely wrong. So for me to hear her story from her would be to me a very amazing, incredible story to tell. Because I see it, I feel it when she sings in her TikToks. I see it, I feel it, her love for whatever she is doing. She's doing it, but she really doesn't like doing it. She makes her very, 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 very sad. Almost, I could almost cry for her. She's trying to understand herself as well as us, trying to understand why the fuck does this go on. But like any other situation, if we don't stop to really kind of work together to see where this stems from, it won't stop. Like if we sit here and have hatred and yell and all this, once we're going to find out that there's going to be a lot of deaths, you guys. It's just what's going to happen, I'm telling you. No one's told me anything. Obviously, this is for entertainment purposes only. But it would be a wonderful world no matter how horrific someone is or how we understand it or don't understand it. If we not embrace a killer, but at least try to give a little tender piece of our heart to understand what this is so it could be stopped, because it stems from the human itself. Right? And then it gets broken. That's what comes out with me. I mean, it's a very different way of I've ever spoke before, ever in my life, to tell you the truth. I mean, I think at the beginning of all of this, I was like a little bit more angry. And I think that my anger was because I was so frustrated and I just couldn't grab it. I was like, but this is a taught trait. This is a taught cult. This is for someone to do these horrific things that they are doing to children. It is put inside of them as if this is you and we are the evil ones. So if we can't stop that process from the beginning, this will never end. And it's definitely not by screaming and hollering and yelling and you're this, you're that, you're a baby killer. That's like continuing it's like continuing what we all really don't like right now in the world. And I'm not saying anything's right or wrong, or you're okay. Please do not say that, because I don't. I want justice to be served. But somewhere, nothing's stopping in the screaming and in the anger, because no one's really stopping to understand each other. Everyone has a predisposition already to whoever's standing in front of them that thinks differently, looks different, acts different, smells different. So I'm just saying. Anyways, let me get back to what we're here for. This photo is the end part of I was about to say deposition. Oh my God, so what just came out of my mouth is this is going to be the end part of the deposition that literally just came out of my mouth. I don't even say words like that. Okay, so this will be the end of this presentation. I have photos. They were all sent in. And I will say they're trigger warning. It's a trigger warning to watch those photos. The photos are very showing of the whole entire process. It shows the water they jump in. For those who are listening and they know the process, I'm telling you right now, the process is now exposed. That's it. I'm going to show it. I'm going to show the whole thing. And the person who has this up on YouTube, it's their problem. It's not my problem that I'm showing it. I'm showing you the story of the Summer Wells Missing Children. Michael Vaughn. And this lady holds a lot of different faces on YouTube. So I have this photo out there because the people that I would love for them to listen are the people that participate in this. You know, because this I'm not here, like I even just said in the beginning, I'm here to, it's the understanding of it and putting a different spin and understanding of it so this doesn't happen. The picture in front of you is getting brighter. I just see it. And the reason it is getting brighter is because the spirit world is really happy with what I just said. And don't ask me how this shit works. I don't know. All I've learned is this is my clairvoyant medium talent. And I didn't know this until I'm 56, right? I didn't know this until recently from, oh my God, Boston. Oh, so sweet. Thank you for that super sticker. That's like a big one. Thank you. You know, I put all that away. I have a goal in mind. It's a big goal. I'm really wanting one, like an RV type of, like the glam one, like the Airstream, and go look at these places and bring people with that want to do it. Definitely have a goal. Oh my God, I'm going to get all sentimental. Okay, I can't go in that direction because what's happening right now, so when you channel, what's happening right now is the spirits are really, 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 really trying to enter into the space between me and the computer. It's very strong right now, and it's going to show a lot of stuff because the spirits around me, I feel the love. They feel the love, and it actually is making me want to cry. And that what they're saying is that is what it's all about. Oh, they're saying that that is what it's all about for them, that they've gone through the pain. They know the pain that I'm talking about, and that's the pain could only stop if we all understand each other instead of judging. So they say that that's what they want us to do, because they say we're gonna find out. It's a lot of people. And the day that happens, when we find out, we're not to get angry. We're to breathe and try to see the future without it. Those are their words, not mine, because I wouldn't have said something like that. to embrace the past, but it won't be the future, and not to get angry with each other. Don't get angry with the people. You're going to find out there's people behind it that you're going to want to get angry at. And they're saying don't do it. Do not turn their journey and their purpose into loud noises, like loud. They don't want that anymore. We will create it if everyone gets angry, they're saying. The only way to stop it is if we all come together, and try to listen understand where they came from. What they're saying is it's important to them that we hear it. We hear it both sides. Now that we hear their story, the second part, I guess, is going to become part of a deposition that was heard correctly, you guys. And whew, wait, let me stand up for a second. Okay. And that we have to now hear it from them. No anger, don't get mad. No anger, don't get mad. That's what they're saying. Because it's going to be people we're going to want to get mad at. And instead of that, they want us to hear it. Listen. Because the kids they will have their justice, and that's what we're here for. They said, you're here for justice of the people, she said. But they will get their justice by listening. They want to hear, they want to hear what they have to say. They themselves will be in the place, they themselves, because we will have brought them justice and their purpose will be served. They themselves can now peacefully try to understand their families. So that's what they're asking. That's what they're asking, because they can't get peace if we're all fighting over this, because then it won't stop, because people don't stop if they're fighting with each other, and this is what the world is doing, they're saying. That's what we're doing. So stop doing it. Stop it, she says. Just stop doing it that way. Stop. Just don't. Just don't. It's very, very, to them, it's very, very cut and dry and easy. Don't. Just don't do it. But she's not going to slap you on the hand, which she always got slapped on the hand. But she sort of said that, and I wasn't going to repeat it, but she was just joking. So, yeah. So it's got to be them first. It will be exposed. There'll be a lot of people. Do not carry on the picketing and the screaming and if you want to go on Facebook and your YouTube, they said, and do stupid ass shit like people are doing. She understands it, but it's not going to bring peace. It's doing nothing. It's doing nothing. They want quietness. They want us to picket more of, tell us why, share your story so we could understand it and everyone could stop it. She wants it to be like a movement, like a movement, she said, like something you cheer about and walk about. And that's the only way that there'll be change. She's saying that this could be an opportunity. And this is going to be a big opportunity, a big one, to try to do it differently. She doesn't want us to fail. She does not want us to fail. She needs her purpose to be completely fulfilled and book closed. Like she wants to, like, done. Close her book and it will be the best for the rest of the world. That's pretty damn fucking good, right? Wow. You guys understand that I would never have thought that, like, this is called channeling. I'm channeling this because this shit would never come out of my mouth the way it is right now. I get it. I understand it, but I would never be able to just sit here and do it. Like, and just say the words. And I'm channeling it. It's very easy for me. The words are coming from them. You know? It's like no difference than Sarah getting words from who she thinks them are. That's her them. So, on that note, wow, it is a tall order, Monkey Shine. Couldn't they ask for like a Diet Coke? I mean, that's a tall orders, right, kiddies? Kiddos, that's big. That's like so big. She's saying this is an opportunity. If we fail, we fail. If we don't, we don't. If you don't, you don't. Okay. So, I'm going to show you something, you guys, that is going to make you cry. This is their Facebook. That is Summer Moon Wells and Michael Vaughn in these pictures. I don't know who they are. Their social media starts out, this is his Facebook page. You tell me you don't see Summer Moon Wells in that photo. One has a blue eye, one has a brown eye. You guys, when this popped out at my face, you have got Summer Moon Wells on top, and you have got Michael Vaughn on the bottom. Watch this. You crop out Summer. I'm telling you, they're together. When I saw this, I was like speechless. Speechless. Watch. These are summer moons. Remember, someone had the picture, that girl I said, one was blue, one was brown. Watch how different the ones on the bottom are. The bottom ones are Michael's. She has both these kids. And let me show you something. It's like they put one eye of his in hers and one eye of hers in his. You see? See that eye right there? That is Summer Moon. Trust me when I tell you. This is on that STACYWONDRA's Facebook page. How I got those to open up like that is I've shown my people. You just videotape it and then watch it. These aren't the same kids. These are two different kids. That's frickin' Summer Moon with that little nose on top, and that's his nose on the bottom. That is not all Michael Vaughn. Period. The elements are even in the photos with his. See the elements? This next page shows the elements. It's going to break open both of them. See, there are the elements. There's the heart. That is like he's holding on to his number 5 box, is what he's holding on to, you guys. Summer Moon's with him. I can't even, like, if I'm wrong, obviously it will ruin my whole entire fucking reputation, but that's why I put it out there. I can't see it any other way. He's holding his number 5 box, you guys, with the heart on it. And so that is Summer Moon, Michael Vaughn. Look at their chins. One is square, one is round. Two different children. That picture, this photo that you see in front of you is the photo they used for when they were in their bed. One head is Summer's, one head is Michael's, and they did it. They did it. These two kids will be together. Super obvious. He's holding his little box. With a little heart on it. His Facebook page shows him kissing a child. That is not her. All you got to do is videotape it, put it on your computer, and watch it. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. This is all for a lot of something. This is all for entertainment purposes. But let me tell you guys something. This couple holds the key to the whole entire thing. That's what I'm telling you. They do. She's the LORIVALLOw. He is not. That's not her. That's a child attached with all the shit on them. But he's kissing a child, and right there, that's the equipment that you see in Jody Sue and Benny's garage. They superimposed it there too, but this is it. Welcome to the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's Hell Show. That's a child. There's another one in the back of him. Let me crop in the machine. This is, let me explain to you what part of the machine this is. It's, here, wait. This is the part of the machine that anyone that's gone to any of these houses to bust this shit open doesn't know it's part of what's going on here. And that's what I tried showing and telling everybody, is these are the items. It's about finding the children. That is will just look like plumbing. Oh, there you go. It's plumbing. It's plumbing in the basement. They could find it if they looked at the plumbing. Says the children in the room. It's around the plumbing. It is around the plumbing. That's final. That's what's being told. So he's kissing a child. And there's no getting around that. All this stuff is attached to plumbing. It's right there. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I see Summer Moon all over this. So the picture to the left, the most important part is I wanted to show you the children in the back. So when I tell you they layer this stuff, like the top, middle, and the bottom, 3 layers, the top layer is really what's being victimized. The top layer here are the children. I think that's Michael and Summer. This is the top layer. Yeah, they have to look at the plumbing. I'm telling, it's coming through really clear. Plumbing, 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 plumbing. Oh, they said the plumbing, just go flush the toilet. And, oh, if they flush the toilet, they'll hear it, whatever it is. So these are the kids in the back. Okay. Yeah. Tell them to go flush the toilet. They'll hear it. Okay. So this is what's in the back of Sarah and Stacy's car. All the equipment. All the equipment that we've been looking at in all these fake cars. I think she's like Jody Sue and Candace, and I think she's a lot of people. Other people. Like, I think this is who shares deep fakes, because, oh my God, you guys, when I watch it, obviously through my third eye, I see Jody Sue. It's like I keep having flashes of Jody Sue, and I feel like this is just this is one big team. This is one big team. It goes through Tennessee. So this is our guy in the back that he has the equipment on him. So this is a fake car, okay? So what you have is the heads are layered, and I think it's layered because it's layered by wood paneling. It's down under, and so those are. I've said this, if anyone's heard me, it's called just three layers actually in the wood. So just like I show the photos that in Ryan's backyard and how all these things are, it's like it's like a cake, 3-layer cake. There's frosting, so the frosting in the middle of the 3-layer cake is the heart. And then there's a head. Then there's a heart, and then there's a head. This is what it looks like wherever they're storing and doing this. Because they pretend it's in the car. It's not in the car. See what's showing up? This is these guys show the whole entire story. That is what they sit in, and that's the metal box. But it is strategically built under the house that way. Don Wells' house has layers. No question about it. Their house may have layers underneath it. I think John Wayne Gacy did something like that, but this is more sophisticated because it goes with the plumbing. I love when I stop to hear what I just said. Do 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 do. Okay, here's the little basket. See? It's that metal basket. Or the maroon one. That's the basket. Sitting in the basket, their heads are layered. This is the crazy ass story, you guys. I mean, this is the crazy ass stories. This is really one of the reasons it's not being busted open, is because, they're putting all this stuff in places, and they know that the cops and police are going to be like, okay, I've actually had a couple people in high authority say, you do know what you're telling us, like you're saying, and then I think it was in Springfield with the deputy. It's like, you do realize you're trying to tell us that they're in a carnival on a ride that gets picked up by a truck. They may possibly be hiding in the water. They go in the water. They go on a canoe. They go fishing. He's like, you do know that's not even something that's possible. And I would just start laughing. In that moment, I'm like, that's called placing an order with God. That in that moment, he just confirmed to me that, oh yeah, it's possible. And the reason that they know they're not going to get busted is because they know we think that that is absolutely impossible. That's what I heard when one day the story will come out, and you'll know who you are. Because I remember looking right in your eyes and I was saying, oh my God. In that moment, I'm like, this is real. And he sent me off my way. Probably had someone follow me all the way home. Okay. Okay. So this is the couple. I believe here is Summer Moon again. And that is her driving the fake car with, I still say, Summer and Michael behind her. Their heads are covered. You can't see them. Their heads are covered in white and their little eyes are sticking out of the mask. It's, let me try to clear this up. She is driving in a fake car. Okay. Oh, this is good. You know why? Because they really edited it really bad. So what I could tell you, it's part of when I graduated in. They layered it. They fixed the colors in one layer, then they added it, and then fixed the next layer color. So when I brightened it, it only brightened one of the layers and kept the real layer. I am telling you, you're looking at summer. I say summer, but if this isn't a photo that shows guilt, I mean, that's the machinery, you guys. That's the machinery. It happened like that because it's layered. Wait, now let me see what happens if I take the brightness away. So let me show you when I bring that layer back on, look what it looks like. And there's a child above her, see? So they layer it this is exactly what they do. So they took the picture of the one on the bottom, and then they take a picture just like it and layer it on top. That's summer. Summer, you guys. I don't even know how to say this. I really don't. I'm taking a photo. Should send this in. I will send all this in, but it's always nice for like TBI to hear from someone with my stuff other than me. This is both Summer Moon Wells and Michael Vaughn. And this is Stacy. Not Stacy. Oh, maybe it is Stacy. No. I was going to say Sarah, but it said Stacy. Stacy wants you to think it's Sarah. That's what she's saying. That Stacy wants us to think it's Sarah. Because she'll take it for the team. And they really want Stacy to get out. So Sarah is almost like the one that's being chosen, or not chosen, being told. She's, you go in there, get me out. Whatever you need to say, get me out. That's what they're thinking. I know nothing about him. But they do these things in layers, and this is if Summer Moon. Can't help it. Can't help it. Wow. Wait, I'm going to put it out there again. Wait. Let's see. Jody Sue. Jody Sue is untouchable. There's other people that will step right in front to protect her. That's what I'm being told. There are people there to protect her like her. Ew, this is really turning weird. Right, you guys? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And this is what's happening to this picture. It's not even a child anymore. It's a child and more like someone who's a little older. I still see Summer, but I see someone here that is not the child anymore. I told you guys, Check It TV holds this kind of a face as well. I don't know who this dude is, but he is on the husband's Facebook page. Now, as I'm speaking, I want you to watch the photo on the left-hand side. That is Michael Vaughn's photo, but half of it was covered by the message sent side, like the chatting side. But something wants to come through and wants to show his story. So I put it there as I talk about. I'm going to call him Check It TV Dude. I have no idea who he is. But as soon as I saw his movement in this little TikTok, I'm like, is this another Check It TV Dude? He's got the fake skin. Look at, let me show you. And wait, he's got the fake skin and he's got the stuff all over his hands. And I'm just like, this is, see, look at the fake skin around his head. He's got the head in the fake car in the hole, and those are the fingers. Those fingers, whatever that is, it winds up on the side of the telephones. Anytime you see a picture of them holding the phones, this here, wait, this here is in, this whole section here is in Summer Moon Wells's picture of her in the backseat of the car. I show this a lot. Okay, so Monkey's face, let's see. I want to see if I could change the color a little bit. Okay, he's definitely holding a doll. All right, I made it look a little kooky, but I want you to see each child that has one of these. This is Michael Vaughn with his doll, you guys. He's got the heart written on his face. He's branded. I could see that. Ignore those words. It's some people just writing on the side while these people, it's got the person, just ignore that person's face. That's nothing. Just don't look at that. Don't look, that's just people talking on Facebook. These pictures that show up for me, and I put them, by the time I grab them and put them up, every picture is meaningful. I don't, and let's say sometimes I put a picture up, I'm like, I don't know why I put this up, and I go by it. That's because I was told just put it there and let it sit. And then I sometimes will say, I don't even know why I have this. I put it in here because I'm going to need it later. You know, like you'll be able to find it later. This is Michael Vaughan. That's Check a TV. I don't know who that is. Here's some more photos to show you. As I move the frame, other things do change, but what stays consistent is there are a few kids here, including Summer Moon Wells, and then their little dolls are behind them. The little dolls are there, and they're number 5. Oh, you know what this looks like? That picture with him and a little girl in that boat, and he's holding his little box, his number 5 box. You guys, I can't stand it. I can't stand looking at this picture. It so freaks me out. And what's going to be something I'm going to have to get over is the fact that the cops aren't going to recognize it as Summer Moon. Put 2 facial recognitions next to this, FBI. Do facial recognition and see who shows up. If you have the right Summer Moon and Michael Vaughan, these 2 kids here, whoever they are the right 2 kids. I can't stop looking at it. They're connected together. I can't stop looking at it. Yeah, they're imagine, okay, so when I say they're together, what you're probably going to see show up, I'm just assuming because let's say I'm right, and they have all those bars around them, those white bars is really what's around them. What will start to show up is, let me see if I could grab a photo. And if everything does tick and tie, they should be like the same cookie cutter. Let me show you. We get Summer. Because here, let me show you. It'd be better if I get the photo. If I'm saying Summer winds up, looking like she's surrounded by bones, and I'm like, I know that she's with Michael Vaughan. What is this showing? So this one, that's weird. I never seen it like this. Wait. Let me get the one with the bones first. So many a times I refer to, okay, this is Summer and this is Summer. Like, this is her and she's with Michael on the other side. This here then should match this. You see what I'm saying? And this here has 2 heads. See how it goes back? See the bottom? See the bottom to this, how it's all of those things, and the bottom to that, it's going to be the same. Let me put this one over here. It should be the same. So whatever shows up in this one is really is the same situation. They deep fake, like I've been saying, they deep fake all the elements around the head. Everything is deep faked. And I know because it's been layered and layered and layered for a year and a half almost. I've been layering them on top of each other. So before, my only thing that has to be real is this has to line up with this. So then this is a next layer. Because what they do is, let's say the top layer is a head on a platter. They layer it like a flip book, you know? Like, so it's like a flip book. This is Summer and Michael Vaughn. I walk into a police department and I'm like, this is Summer and Michael Vaughn, right? Okay, lady, we will escort you out now. But one day they're going to laugh and be like, I remember so, because this is going to match this photo. I could see it already. Look at this. I could see it already. It's going to match this photo. So put it this way. Watch this. So see that that little doll's head? It will go, that little doll's head will be a heart, right? So it would be like this. That's how it should line up when we're all done. See? It's going to line up. Yeah, what they did, what it looks like they do is each face has an eye of each other. Like Michael Vaughn has one eye of Summer, and Summer has one eye of Michael Vaughn. That's what happens at the end. That's interesting. So that's what happens at the end. Let me show you. They're intertwined. So this here shows you what I'm talking about. Obviously, this is a picture that would never make any sense. And if you look what's showing around him, it are the elements. There they are. Here they come. Those yellow things, the maroon things, the orange thing, the blue thing. It's showing up. This to me is like DNA evidence. I mean, this is what's in Kylie's. This is what's in all the cases. It's showing up. And those are going to be the piping. That's what they're saying right now, is they're surrounded by the piping, you guys. They're surrounded by some kind of plumbing piping. That's what that is. It's cold. She said it's cold. But that photo I just showed you of Summer, this is what it is. This is them. This is them. Look at how when I snap a picture, as it moves closer to the bottom, more information shows clearer, because I always want to get the smallest little sliver of information right before it goes away. And the picture here clearly shows both faces. It gets better and better, you know. And, you know, this is something that the FBI could go do right now and see that it's two children, One is Summer and one is Michael. I mean, this isn't something that I just pulled out of my ass. It's clear as a bell. Come on, you guys. Seriously. This is the Summer we know, and that's the Michael Vaughn that we know of. They're going to be in that little basket. See how basket is starting to build around Michael's head? I don't know any authority who could fight me on this one. I really don't. It's I'm taking a picture. It's very obvious. There might be more eyes in there. There should be a third. If I am correct, I'm like, there's like, they go in pairs, but I do believe like there's a little baby, like there's a third something, a fetus, a baby, something, you know, it's that they don't, it's something happens. This is what's going on in the back seat of her car, her fake car. This couple has done a lot of damage, and they're going to be the ones to take it on. She is. But it's all in here. It's all in here, you guys. I really can't stop looking at this picture. Paste. I can't. It's like me looking at like love. Like I can't even, I don't even know what to say about this picture. Whew. I got to keep it up here with me. This is Sarah. She has the elements coming down her mouth, and that's what it does. And there are a couple people in that picture with her. So the layers of whoever is here work together. That piece of fabric that you see coming through with the hearts matches up. I don't even have to do it. I'll do it just for shits and giggles to show you guys. But it's the same fabric that winds up behind Jody Sue. JLR has it. It's everywhere. Anywhere that means anything, that someone's going to deep fake something. And the picture all the way to the left looks like Candace. This stuff. And that's the stuff that's in this room. See? It's white mesh. But those are that's piping. But this is the white mesh that Arbana showed us. Really, and it shows up. It's going to wind up, you know, being in here. Does that look like Candace to the left? It's supposed to be Stacy. I showed this twice. Oh, I pulled it over. So this is very telling. We went over this one, but she's in the exact fake car that I always point out. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, those are all the elements. This is a different child. So I have two different pictures, and he is not kissing his wife. And if you look behind him, I've showed this from before. It's a nice close-up of the equipment. All the authorities had to do is match it up to my stuff. Here he looks like a different person, but um, the neck area has that stuff on it. Here I'm gonna zoom in, and then what's between them um, is that red heart. Wait, what's between them here? Basically, is the equipment. This is what is on the children, on anyone that is doing anything with this same group. That's what's on her. I mean, you can't ignore this stuff when you're dealing with things that are kind of quite out of the ordinary, and they're using things that they know that people are going to be like, okay, but when I keep repeating it for 18, 19 months, you can't fight this stuff. This is what they look like. That's where I got it, on their social media. This is what's there's someone behind her, but she is not in a car. That is, you guys, that is a close up of the hearts. Like, that's an insane, that's the stick. There's like it's like a head on the top, and it winds up. This is the stuff that the authorities could find on the properties. But they're not gonna look at it as if it's piece of evidence of a child that's missing. You know, they that is a real piece of something. Obviously, everything else around it is fake. She's fake. The hole in the ground is not fake. This goes down under. This gets stuck in the ground. Oh, hilarious. Wait a minute. I think maybe that's what those sticks... I told the authorities, I'm like, here's the garden you should be going into. And the sticks, I'm like, look at the sticks. They're not just normal sticks. Grab the sticks. I think they use them for Easter sticks, like those. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing for Easter. Okay, and this here is just more equipment. That thing is in his. It's supposed to be in the eye. It's at number 5. Just part of the equipment. More stuff on these guys. It's between their heads. Their social media really, it speaks volumes. This is an important picture for the authorities to look at, because those are the boxes she's showing, because it matches up 110% to my other photos. She has this video in there, and I knew it was fake because, wait, of the windowsill. There's certain, let me look at this one first. Let me work on the one to the left first. So she has this video that if you stop it in the middle of the video, it splits. Not all of hers do that. And whoever works with her videos does a pretty damn good job on trying to keep it together, because they don't. I went through each of them. What's in between this frame are the number 5 boxes. And it looks just like that because this is what I find in the other locations, in the other videos. And I see it clearly in the Beastins. I see it Oh my God, Check It TV shows it so clearly. Benny showed it so clearly. Don, I've a lot of pictures of this. This one is super clear. And it happens to now be in her videos. And then, you know, whatever else is going on in this picture, it's just layered. It's layered over her. So when I show you what's in this window, what's fake is that's the building. The building and everything is fake, but what stays consistent is, right? Open this back up. Yeah, that picture has a lot of information. Wait a minute. Let me look at this on the bottom 1 second. I'm going to put this up here. See the bottom? I don't want to miss it. I want to call it out so when I re-listen to my videos to recognize what's happening down here. See how she's against, that's very, very important. She's against, her head is against the wall. And this is what they do. Their heads are against a wall. There's the machine, the number 5 machine. And then there's something around the person's neck. I would venture to say, if I were to rip that house apart, it's the wall that's against the kitchen. It's by this this furniture. That matches up. It's brick. Could be in that room, but this is a real picture. Like, it's layered. See how it's layered? See how those are different? Let me show you. So 1, 2, 3. See how these are layered? They're like, they're just layered. It's what it is. You guys, they're behind a brick wall. See the entrance, like a little entrance right here? This is open area. This is built into the wall. This is, okay, so right here is one side of the wall. Right here is the side of the wall that you would see. This is hollow. It has the equipment. They're telling me the equipment is in the wall, and these are just little pieces that could be hidden really quickly. Like you have to plug them in and take them out. But this here, you guys, for anyone that's listening that could do something about it, this is between a slat wall, like two walls. This is the plumbing. This is the space. I would check the bathrooms. That was important for me to put back out there. Okay, going back to the right one. Couple things to recognize. One is that the building around it, it's not really in a cornerstone building. This window here, everything is super, super clean. It's inside somewhere, and it has the same elements on all of the maroon boxes with the one-way mirror or window. This is what this is. It's a one-way, because if you focus in and you look for particular things in these pictures, they're all in there. There shouldn't be any of that shit in here. None of it. But it tells the story. It tells the story in little bits and pieces. So it's just all it's doing is revealing the truth. And it does it their way. And this, to me, is the Michael Vaughan case. I see a white car. The white car, something is being slipped into the fake white car. This, to me, is just the story. And they put this shit in there, you know, because no one's gonna look at this and freaking understand it. No one's gonna look at it and be like, oh my God, that's a Summer Moon Wells missing children's story. You have to point it out, and then when it all matches, that's how you know it's the story. They just do this stuff purposely to fuck with your minds. That's all it is. This is the Summer Moon Wells story. You could see the bits and pieces. I'm going to show you. Let's see, where should I? Okay, the bottom. This is exactly what they do. It's like them making a freaking story. Here's the head on the platter. Sorry to laugh, but this is the head that's in the platter. Somehow they remove, this is what I'm being told. This is what I do. I repeat the story that's being told to me through the picture. I don't even care if you see it or don't see it. I see the whole thing, and that's what I'm going to tell you. Let's take, for instance, let's say Adventures with Purpose, just for shits and giggles, would remove a tire, okay, or put an old tire in, and somehow this gets slipped into the middle of the tire. So this, I guess, is what's in the middle of the tire, and it goes under the car. This is also a piece that gets put in the car. Right up here. This is actually all put into a car, and this is the car that holds the sacrifice. And it goes into the water. Goes into the water. These are also pieces. Let me turn it. Okay, this is the number 5 box. Let's turn this sucker. So here is another piece of the element. Turn it this way. That is the machine. So everything about this story is told. Let me turn it this way. It's upside down. Is being told. But if you don't know what you're looking at and you don't know the elements, you see nothing. That's the machine. This is what's in the Watts basement. A car gets pulled in, and this is the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. This is the story. Move it this way. I'm trying to... Wait. Trying to see where I see it best. This way. So this is what they're doing. This is the Kylie Rodney story. This is what you all are looking at in the water. I don't know how this could get done without an Adventures with Purpose. I'm not saying it's them, but someone must be using their maybe it is that guy. Someone is using their program, like he lets people in, so they need access to a company like that. That box on top is what Summer Moon herself wound up inside of. This is the box that holds everything. It holds, it holds the sacrifice. That box on top is what we saw Summer Moon in. And this is the story, you guys. And it will keep changing. All right, so this one, see this, the box is on like a, see that frame? It's really fake what they put, but this is the story. This is a separate piece. Wait. This is the piece that we see in the machine that we see, I believe, in Don Wells's window right here. This is the machine. That's in there. See, I'm able to pull them because I've been looking at them for so long. I know what's what and how and which way it goes. So they could turn things upside down, turn them sideways. It doesn't matter anymore. I figure out which way to turn it. It is what it is, and then I piece it together like a puzzle. Because the first one who really exposed the whole entire setup was the Watts case. Completely exposed the setup. It was like a total cookie cutter. So we know this. Okay, so let's move on. Those are the boxes. They're what? They're maroon, they're green, they're yellow, they're white. And this couple is showing information that's super, super important for the authorities to have so they could figure out what piping and what boxes to look at. Because obviously it's a fake building. I've never seen a building without a speck on it of dirt. I'm showing the sides actually to show you it's fake. Like, it's, most importantly is the information that's in this window. And it changes. I showed this the other night. I hope they looked into that. I don't remember if I put this one out there. The most important thing to recognize is what's above her head. Like, if I were to tell the authorities, I did put this out, I just remembered, is to look for those meshy things and for some kind of white material that looks like posts. That would be something of interest. Oh, here I am showing what is in her glasses. What's in her glasses, it might take your eyes, like, I think you may look at it and not know what you're looking at first. what you're looking at is someone else's face wrapped in white. This is what showed to me as the kids. Like, this is, sometimes it's easier when I do it this way. And sometimes you'll see it better. See the face? So in her glasses, just about the whole entire time, is a mummy. It's a freaking mummy. Like, every time she, oh, I got new glasses. I got new glasses. But this is really what's going on. This is a person. This is what's in her glasses. The head on a platter. What's in her glasses is what you see in the LORIVALLOW case. I would say that she's mimicking LORIVALLOW. Like, this is LORIVALLOW case. Because the things that she shows are the same elements that show up in LORIVALLOW's photos. These are her glasses, you guys. It's really, really, really clear what's in them. These are very easy to see. There's nothing about these photos that are confusing or blurred or whatever. They're really clear and they match all of the other ones. Nothing has changed. This Sarah girl shows the same information that shows in the LORIVALLOW's children's information. And then on the top here is the box with the heart. It's right there. There's the V. She needs to be handled with a lot of TLC if she's going to talk to anyone. Someone who recognizes that she has a story to tell. This is LORIVALLOW's daughter with their friend, and what's in her glasses is the equipment. And LORIVALLOW's daughter, I don't know what she has on her mouth. And whatever, you know, on her hat shows an element. Like, this was not taken care of very well. These are really bad. Wait, here. Here, wait. Turn this. Return it. Wait. I can't grab it. So the one to the left is Sarah, and the one to the right, obviously, are the Vallows. Sorry, you guys. I tried to crop something and it looked really, really bad. I'm just repeating what I just showed you. This one was the most interesting to me. Because what I see in her glasses You know, what I see and what you guys see may not be the exact same thing, right? But are all those little caricatures and weird things that show up throughout this, let me turn it, throughout all of these cases. But the thing that stays constant is the movement or what they're doing. See, this is what's in her glasses, and it's pretty clear. Now, I would just have to cut this up into pieces and turn it and twist it for it to show all the different, what should I say, phases or, phases. If I turned it this way, you'll see it from a different viewpoint, and you'll see something else. But we've seen all these kooky things. The only other place I saw this, something like this, just like that. I mean, look at that. Is when I looked inside of Ryan Upchurch's car. I'm like, those are little caricatures. Like, they keep changing, and they're doing this, and they're doing that. Those caricatures that are I'm now going to say superimposed, because that's not a car. I mean, tell me a car that has that inside. None of them do. None of them do. But whoever maybe's putting it in there, or if whatever it does, I don't really care. It matches. These are elements that are the same. So the left one is from Ryan's cars. I just threw one in there. I probably could have gotten a better one, but it's the same. They're speaking the same language. This is a very important photo. I sent this one immediately into the authorities. When I was watching LORIVALLOW's, this is a real important one. When I was watching LORIVALLOW's documentary, I think it was on 2020. It wasn't the one on Netflix. I think it was 2020. I'm like, what the fuck did she have in the corner of, what is that picture of? This was a logo that was put in that video. This logo is showing up on this chick's glasses. I'm serious, you guys. LORIVALLOW's, someone shoved that in, obviously after the fact. It was put in there by someone who had access to do it, because trust me, 2020 doesn't know what's in there. It's the same thing as this thing. I think that's a pretty big find. It's the same thing. I think that's so strange. LORIVALLOW's has like a little heart on there. It's crazy. But I thought that was a really cool find. So what I just completed here was a lot of information, you guys, that when it comes through and it channels, their information comes through fast. And many a times I just, put it out there and then I start speaking over it. And then those that have been here know that sometimes, the pictures change, they don't change, yada, yada. I think that the photos that I just put out here today are going to give even a deeper story for the next few days. It will be up to the authorities to do as they wish with this information. But stuff like this that is in Sarah's glasses aren't just objects here WCIA network. This is the story that has been told over and over, with the same number white 5 box, with the same maroon house, with the same house with the head sticking out of it. It's the same story over and over and over. So don't think for a second that someone could come over here and be like, those are just, that's just shit in a glass, in her glasses. You know what? Do your homework. Don't be someone who sits and stares and is like, oh, that's just doesn't make any sense. It's different if you don't see it. Not everyone sees it. But if you actually do see this, and you've seen the other videos, and you do your homework instead of bashing something, it might help. Because these elements is what is needed to solve the case. I'm going to put up trigger warning right now. Yes, the bars are in there. Yeah, it's like the windows. For the next 12 pages, I'm going to say trigger warning. I'm going to show you reality photos that I'm being told is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children story. So trigger warning throughout these pictures. They're very clear and they're very understandable. Thank you, Muffin Top. This lady's information has been handed in over and over. I believe that this is a day of sacrifice. That would be the green face, and that would be a child in the water that is bleeding. Whatever is happening at these water holes. They're underground. I don't know how they're getting exactly to them, but the people that enter this are really brutalized. These photos show all the elements and show what is happening. These caves, or whatever they want, whatever they want to call them, show all the elements that I have found. They show every element. To that white ball, which we see is a red ball, to the smiling face up top, to the cross, to the leaves, to the crazy pieces are all in here. Trigger warning, like I said. Welcome to the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children Sacrifice Day. If you all think this is as hard to look at as I do, it's the children that are going through it. It's the children who want this stopped. Whatever is on their heads is super, super crystal clear here. For over a year, I have been pointing those out. Whatever case you could think of, that I have shown these red little hearts sticking to the sides of their heads have gone through this sacrifice. This is the white face, the green face that Arbana was talking about, that is pulling the child out of them, or something like that. Is the child. That is the green thing that she's talking about. This child is being sacrificed. This is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children story. The picture all the way on the right-hand side, up in the corner, also has the green face beside it. This person looks like this person was hung. That is what Summer Moon Wells looked like. All the elements I've been talking about, you guys, are in here. You've got a maroon A. You've got the greens. You have the face. You have this is them swinging on the swing, and this is a family that posts this shit all day long. All day long. The picture to the left is a real photo. It was super dark. I brightened it up a little. I'll see if I can brighten it up anymore. This is an action that is taken. This is done. I'm brightening it up so it's going to look a little weird, but you're at least able to see the horror that they put these kids through. This is a real thing, you guys. Yes, there's not many of these places. That's the box that these bodies come in. I mean, you're looking at the box. Here, let me brighten it up. I believe they're coming over in that box, and then they're just being moved out of it. Like it's a track. This is a track. It's moving. This is that's their box. And we see this. I gave these pictures to the FBI. They're real. Trigger warning, you guys. Trigger warning. These kids are bloody. They have tree stumps and shit from the forest cutting them. These are real photos that should never have made it onto my laptop. This lady obviously wants them to be seen. There is nothing in this picture or any white faces covered in blood that we haven't looked at. These are the flying whatever faces that we saw in Kylie Rodney's video. Oh, I turned it upside down. Wait a minute. These are elements that we see that they want you to think that they're crazy, dumbass elements, and they're not. They're real, and they connect them to people. I don't know if they light them up or something, just to really, it's just part of the sacrifice, you guys. This photo is not fake. It comes from their video. They videotaped it, and they show the videos. I'm not showing a lot of it because there are a lot of young little children. Oh, there are the snake faces. A lot of young little baby children. And, you know, I know that a lot of these faces look like the people from the video, like they're being used. Is the deep fake. They're being used, you guys, as the deep fake. So I don't know who it is, but those are snake heads, and that's one of the hearts on the white piece. Those are snake heads. So understand, I'm not talking about the group. I don't care about who she is. Whoever is putting this in her video is the person that they want to look for, right? That's up to the authorities. I'm showing you guys that this here is the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. LORIVALLOW's kids match up identical to this. The authorities could do their homework. It matches right up. LORIVALLOW has the same photos. I'll show you a few of them of her kids jumping in the water like this. Whoever put this shit in here really brought it all the way to the very end. Like, it looks like they're being eaten by animals. Maybe that's what it looks like. They're being eaten by like snakes or animals. This is they have the whole thing on there, you guys. I think those are big snakes. See on him, he's being bitten. Happy. Put this out here. Right? So again, you could see that there's nothing about these photos that are not real. This isn't someone's their deep fake is pretty much uncovered here. He's got a white mask on. And there's these things biting them. This is where they're doing the sacrifices. I don't know where it is, but this is as deep. This is probably the best information you could get. Let me look up Vallow. I want to show you where her kids jump into the exact same thing. And that's the information actually that I sent to the prison. It wound up in someone's hands. Someone took it. Wait. I'm going to show you a few pictures how LORIVALLOW. This might as well be LORIVALLOW's kids. Like, so hers, when they jump in the water, they show these are LORIVALLOW's kids. There's, there's part of the equipment. Let me find one of her. I could probably line this stuff up now with the Vallow case, because they really jump in the water and have a lot of this stuff on them. Here, I'll show you. And I'm sure that it shows the cage. It actually does show a cage and everything. But here, this is her daughter. She has the same, see the stuff around her? She's got all that stuff around her neck. I've got a lot of pictures. I mean, there's a whole presentation, a massive presentation on them. And it shows that they're being sacrificed. Like, you can't, that is not something you would ignore. Okay, so I showed you how she has these, the maroon boxes and stuff behind her. This is LORIVALLOW's, supposedly, when the cops walked in her house. See, this is all the same. She had the same thing in her house as I'm showing you. This is LORIVALLOW's. Right there. It's right there. So, like, if you don't know what you're looking for, you would leave and be like, oh, that was strange, but that's not strange. That's the equipment. Oh, wait, I wanted to show you. Oh, I did. I showed you that one. We see this very often. That is exactly what the Vallow kids went through. Summer Moon Wild's Missing Children. Every one of them. Every one of them. Wait, what page is this? 42. Let me blow this up. So this here, let me see if it's which way it's supposed to go. So this here is what you see many times in the middle of the water and by someone's lake, and it looks like a puff of whiteness. It's one of the, these are all the elements I've been showing. So it's so nuts. It's nuts for me when I see it this way. So you turn, these things are usually upside down. So here, these are people, you guys. It's pretty bad. What I loved finding out of most of the things I'm showing you is what's in the upper left-hand corner. That thing I could like line up in so many files. This is the maroon, the blue, the orange. They always say, oh, this is that thing, but this is it close up. I don't know what this winds up being on someone. I have no idea. But I don't know if it's attached to, I don't know. It's like just part of the equipment. That's what I call it. That's it. It's a really big deal to find. The bottom left-hand side, right up on the top, you could see like a skull or whatever. But you guys, these are just, these are photos that are really like obvious. Like there's nothing about this that is covered up, confusing, or blurred. None of it is blurred. Actually, none of it. This here is really, really clear. It's like what Kylie Rodney wound up looking like. That's what her head looked like with all that stuff on it. It's really sad. It's really sad. Again, this is just more evidence of what is going on here. The pictures are really, really quite endless. The authorities could really do something with these, because I'm not showing them blurry shit. I'm showing them like, this is what we saw Summer Moonwell's children go through. We saw it. It was in the swimming video. That's what that was. Swimming at the hole, swimming at the water hole is this. Swimming at the water hole is this. Yeah, those are bodies. And down on the right-hand side, we've seen these. You've seen the plastic mean face. You've seen it. The piece that you see right here is what was in Kylie Rodney's videos. That's that mean face that winds up with Summer Moon in the car. And these heads are all wrapped in plastic. It's that mean face. Shows up in Ryan Upchurch's car, and it shows up next to Kylie as well as Summer. Again, she gives really clear information that really, really holds a lot of clout with this Michael Vaughn case. The Michael Vaughn case is a very big opportunity right now to bring justice home. It's a very big opportunity. And to also allow them to tell their story. This is what that looks like. That's what it looks like. Wherever this is what it looks like, you guys. Oh, interesting. I do see 2 and a baby here. I see 2 people and a baby, like a little fetus-like. Wait. So maybe I am right. See? Yeah, you guys. It's two people and a little, like a little baby, little teeny baby. Wow. This is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children story, you guys. As I'm watching this, I'm like, wow. I'm blown away. I mean, obviously I put this together, it's my presentation, but I am blown away by the fact that, to me, this is confirmation. And I think it gives enough information to go after at least the people who have this on their YouTube channel so they could figure out what to do with it. I mean, this is the heart, you guys. There's the heart. This is the whole thing. Let me walk you through it. This is the red heart with all, like, you know, the white mesh or whatever that's called. I said everyone has one, and it winds up in the water. This is it. These are the maroon, the green, the yellow, the blue, whatever these are. It's all right here. This final photo really, did I take it down? Matches up with all of those pieces I just showed you. Wait a minute. See, that's what happens in my presentations. They wind up coming together somehow. Like, because sometimes, like I said, I put things out there. I'm like, why do I even have it? A lot of times I throw it away. Those pieces, I'm telling you, are the same things as this. And they're the same things as in what is in her glasses. They're the same things that float around Kylie Rodney's night at the party. Wait. This is all the same. These are all, they're just trophies. What is that? These are trophies. These are all in the water. And I think either Adventures with Purpose removes it or puts it in. They remove it or put it in. And I'm not saying them directly, it's whoever is doing it through them. So the one photo that shows up really, really little in the little list of the littlest is a photo that shows up at that 613, the same thing that happened to Summer Moon Wells. Summer Moon, Don wrote a letter to the interview room. When that was read, somehow a picture got slivered in at 613, and that's how I got on this whole thing with 613. This picture must be extremely important and don't want anyone to see, because this was slivered in at 6:13. Like, this must be a very sacred photo that holds a lot of meaning to those who know what everything symbolizes. Or else it wouldn't have been, and you could only get it in the smallest of the smallest window. Right? This picture is super, super important. I think they're saying it's important for everything to be understood. So what I'm hearing is this photo will pull it all together. Especially Kylie Rodney's. Oh, I see. This is the maroon, the white, the green. Maybe it's Kylie Rodney's, because they're saying it's most important to Kylie. This here is this, ready to go. They're saying this is the same thing. The words that I hear is lift off. It gets ready for lift off. Whatever that means, it gets ready to lift off. Like to be lift off, to be lifted up, to lift off. Let me brighten this one up. Brighten. And this picture is important to blow up. Oh, that's a doorway. You guys, that's a gateway. That gateway opens and closes. Oh my God. You see this thing on top? This could be found in Adventures with Purpose. It's a gateway. That's the basket. It gets ready for liftoff. Boom. It gets all removed from here. This is where the sacrifice is, and then it goes. Then it goes. And it lifts. It gets ready for liftoff. You guys. These are the final photos. What I can say is this is the Summer Moon Wells missing children's story. Michael, Vaughn, and Summer Moon are together. They're together. And this girl, Sarah and Stacy, her husband, do hold a very big role. They hold a big role. And I am praying, and I do hope that all of this gets conversation going so we could stop whatever they are doing here. Period. Because that person, I don't even see a head on the one on the bottom. That person has a mask on his head and he is hanging. This isn't a joke. This isn't a joke. The picture, I just want to put this up here, and then I'm going to leave it on, I'm calling it, oh, let me turn this around. A lot of these things are upside down. I know that no one would know it, but they are. This is upside down. LORIVALLOW is another one. That's why I reached out to her. LORIVALLOW is another one who could get this stuff up and out. The photo that I want to close this out on look at these babies. Let's see, is this one. Summer Moon Wells and Michael Vaughn. That's what I see. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Everyone played so nicely in the sandbox. Thank you, my mods. Wonderful job. Wonderful job. Hey, if you like what you see, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to my members and my subscribers and for supporting the channel. May justice come tomorrow morning. These kids are working hard to tell their story. They really would love to see it explode and have everyone see the story and listen. But they definitely want peace. They want peace within themselves, and they want peace when this gets exposed. I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you for being here, and I will be giving you guys an update mañana. Good night, folks.